My name is Kristen Morgan, and I want to thank you for coming tonight, joining me live here for a topic that I want to speak briefly about tonight, because I know it's a major issue. I know it's been a problem for me, and I know that it's a problem for a lot of women, not even just in this group, but in the society, and that's body comparison. Okay, so body checking, you see someone's body and think, I wish I was like that. Okay, so if you've ever struggled with diets or struggled with any of that kind of stuff, or if you live in America, it's really hard to avoid body comparison. Okay, so in your journey to intuitive eating, to normalizing your relationship with food, and being okay with where you're at right now, body comparison has to stop. Okay, so couple things. I'm going to make this quick tonight, but 3 quick tips I have for kind of getting rid of that body comparison. Number 1 is you've got to really make use of your critical voice. So it's impossible to stop that voice from coming in that says, like, oh, you're fat and ugly, or you should look like that, or you're lazy. Like, it happens all the time, right? I mean, it happens to me, it happens to you. I mean, it's constant. So my biggest suggestion and tip for you is that when you do catch yourself like nagging on yourself and saying the negative things, a lot of times that's a symptom of something else that's going on. So you got to stop at that point and ask yourself, like, what's really going on? Like, what's happening in my life right now? Are you just super tired? Are you just exhausted? Are you hurting? Are you not doing any kind of self-care? Are you lacking self-compassion? Are you being like super hard on yourself? Are you taking all of these struggles out on yourself? So a little self-assessment is, I've found, has worked for me and my clients. It's like, okay, I'm bashing myself because I'm the only one that's there, but a lot of times you're frustrated about something else. So do a little inventory of what's actually going on. Okay? Do you need rest? Do you need good nourishment? Do you need exercise? Do you need family time? Do you need self-care? Like, why are you actually beating yourself up where some days you don't and today you are? Okay? So number 2, second tip for stopping the body comparison is you got to connect with a body positive community. Okay? Like the Live, Love, Lose Cafe, or, you need to be surrounded by the right people, because these people see the world differently than you do. Okay, there's less judgment, no judgment. There's, they remove the social norms and the need to look a certain way. So a lot of times we follow, like on social media, Instagram, even people like Jillian Michaels, who's great for fitness, or, Shanti or Beachbody or all this stuff. Really, all those people are trying to get you to do is to look a certain way. Okay, not that I'm saying that, those programs are bad or anything like that, but if you struggle with how you look and body comparison, take an inventory of who you surround yourself with and what you see on social media. Because I went through my own Instagram and I started cleaning out Jillian and Shanti and Tony Horton, and a lot of those, not that they're bad people, but for me, I'm always working on my own view of myself, because I don't look like that. Like, girlfriend, I got like these fat rolls, which I'm not saying that in a negative way. That's what it is. But I don't need to I can control who I surround myself with, and so can you. Number 3 quick tip, I promise I'd make this under 5 minutes, is to start looking for the beauty and diversity in things. And what I mean by that is, even when you're not feeling down, take a second wherever you're at and stop and really try to acknowledge the beauty in what's around you. And I know that sounds like woo-woo and like, I get it, but we do that kind of work here. I have a rose bush to the side of my house, and I actually stopped today and I took the time to acknowledge how awesome that was. And then I took the time to acknowledge how awesome my other flower was, and the color and the type. So take a minute and start to get into a better practice of noticing diversity around you and how that's beautiful. You know, if your neighbor is African American, you know, admire the fact that her skin is a beautiful brown color, and you know, and that's different than your skin color, how it's a, you know, a creamy white with freckles. You know, like there's beauty in diversity. Okay, so you just have to be open to that. All right, you just have to be open to it. Okay, it's about training your brain to see beauty in other ways, and that's going to help you be able to look at your own body, where it is today, and try to appreciate some of the beauty that there is for that. Okay, so in summary, real quick, 3 tips for stopping the body comparison. Number 1 is make use of the critical voice when it appears. Use that as a trigger to figure out what's actually going on. 2, look at who you're surrounding yourself with. What does your Instagram feed look like? Does it need some switcheroos or whatever? And 3, start training your brain to see the beauty in the diversity of the world. Okay, so it's about changing your mindset, and hopefully that will help you to stop that comparison that plagues so much of us. Okay, that's it for now. I'm going to be back throughout the week on the boards with a couple more tips, tricks, and some of my own journey about body comparison. So if you could, just comment below the video and let me know what you think, what you've struggled with, if you have any questions, any insights that you have to your journey as far as the body comparison and the body checking goes. So I hope to hear from you guys soon, and thanks for joining.